Hi subscribers, welcome to lovely weekend down here in Nigeria, and I hope most of you are having a good time over there. My topic today is 5 cause remedy to conflict resolution. A lot of you can relate to that because I don't think there is no any relationship without conflict in this life. But I'm gonna give you some tips for you to know that this relationship can be nurtured and it can be taken care of. So I'll start by telling you that conflict is a clash between two opposing groups or individuals. Conflict in a relationship is very common. It's a clash between two spouses or partners as a result of disunity or disagreement. It may also interest you to know that conflict in a relationship occurs because expectations aren't being met. Each person comes into a relationship with certain expectations, which are basically on past experience, childhood, or how you think things should be, which brings us to the topic 5 causes and remedy of conflict in a relationship. I'll start by saying I want you to meet number one. Number one is lack of understanding. A lot of things has been going on in relationship just because understanding is not there. You need to understand your spouse, you need to understand everything that's going on around you for it to work and for you to keep away from conflict. You need to understand one another. You don't perceive one's action to be other way why his action is meant to be this way. Sometimes you give him room to explain himself, sometimes you ask questions, get to know things that you do not know for better clarification and better understanding in the relationship, which brings me to this number two, lack of trust. Now you might tell me, yeah, I've got trust, but it is necessary and very imperative you have trust in your relationship, because without trust I don't think it's gonna work. If you keep listening to what people tell you, and I saw your man there, I saw your man over there, I caught him with a car. I know most times men do such thing, women do such thing, but you need not to listen to people. Trust your man like a little bit, because trust is just like the foundation. Without the foundation, I don't think a roof can stand, and it's just more like a basement. If there's no trust, I don't think that relationship should for any reason hold. If you know you're not going to trust the guy, you're not going to trust the lady, I don't think you should get into that relationship, because it will clash after some time. That trust is like a bedrock. You need to trust your man, you need to trust your woman. For it to work, you need to trust. And a lot of relationships are experiencing conflict because the trust is not there. Your man comes back late, you said, oh, you late, you that, you start nagging as a woman, and a man like you saw your girl talking to a friend or something, because you are jealous and you can't control it. There is no trust in that relationship. You need to understand yourself and trust yourself as well. Meet my number three. The number three said sense of self-importance. This sense of self-importance is very relevant. In a relationship, you need to kill it. Kill it. You must know what I'm talking about. I mean, you should kill your ego. You need to kill it. The pride in you must be dead, because by the time you allow the pride and ego to take a better part of you, you find out that you're not giving in your best in that relationship. You might not even have room for your partner to even come in. Most times you don't see what he does as a good thing, you don't see what she does as a good thing. You just end up blaming her, end up blaming him. One, because you don't want to take to your responsibility, or probably you don't want to hear to advice. This is crazy. That's because the ego is killing you, and it's choking, like it's taking a good part of you. It's taking 90% of you, and the 10% can never make your relationship work, and it keeps bringing conflict in your relationship. You need to know that you need to kill it. Kill it for real. You need to kill it. And that brings me to the fourth point. Now, the fourth point says that no two people think the same way, no matter how much you have in common. Did you get that? No two people think the same way, no matter how much you have in common. You might be in a relationship and you say, oh my god, this guy is my soulmate, this guy is all of God, this guy is my real man. We think alike, but that's not true. That's a big fallacy. You guys can never think alike, and by the time you begin to see reasons that you don't think alike, conflicts will definitely arise. And for you to find out when you don't think alike, that is when the understanding comes in. You find that his thought is this way, his perception over a little thing is quite different from yours. And if you understand that you guys do not think alike, you guys do not have anything in common, even twins, sometimes you see them, there must be a something, one little thing that differentiates them. That's because they don't have everything in common. Not to talk of relationship, you think, oh my god, everything's going wrong where because we have everything in common. No. You need to realize that you guys do not have everything in common. And that brings me to the fifth point. Seeing conflict as a threat is a big problem in a relationship. You don't see conflict as a threat, rather see conflict as an opportunity or sign of growth in your relationship. Most times conflict happens. It happens, and when we have that in mind, that oh my god, we can never skip from conflict in our relationship, or conflict can never happen in our marriage. That's a crazy idea, because one day a little argument can come up and it leads to conflict. It escalates and it becomes a big problem. Disagreement, which you know that causes conflict, can lead to that. And by the time you start seeing conflict as a threat, oh my god, this is crazy, this is not what I want in this relationship, this guy is mess, this guy is that, this lady is mess, this guy is, you keep saying things, but sometimes you see it as a sign of growth in your relationship. You understand? By the time you see it as a sign of growth, I think sometimes it can go a long way of solving some problems in relationship. And now I'm gonna give you some remedy. This remedy will still go a long way to help you to solve those practical problems in your relationship. When those conflicts arise, I think there are some little things you need to do. One, do not sweat the small stuff. Instead of making every little more here's a mountain, you guys should agree not to make something a battle unless it is important. It's not every little thing you just make it a molehill and make it a mountain. Like a little argument, which oh my god, I know my mind is gonna get angry when I keep talking. You understand? You find you just bend low and just say, okay, I'm not gonna talk in order not to bring problems. Because by the time you start talking, it will escalate and you're making a little stuff a molehill. And by the time it escalates, it becomes a conflict zone that you cannot even control. And it's not in every conflict that both of you must win. One has to win and the other has to lose. It has to be win-win or lose-lose, but not win-win all the time. So you as a lady can even calm down for the man when he's angry, and after everything, when he's calm, you can tell him that, oh my god, I'm not 40, this is it. I think he's got sense and he can reason along with you, because we are all human. Despite our difference in attitude and behavior, we are human, and I know we can always listen to one another. The second point is exercise patience and learn to be sorry when you are faulty. This goes to the ladies. Not only the ladies, even the guys. You have to admit when you are faulty, you find out that, oh my god, this problem is coming from me. Really, I'm faulty. Everybody has got conscience, and this conscience judges every one of us. When this conscience keep judging you, come on, Jossy, you were faulty, come on, say sorry. Kill the ego, like I said, kill it and say, I'm sorry. It's not gonna take off any hair from your body. Neither is it gonna pull off your hair. It's just for you to admit that you are sorry, and that thing will never happen again. Even when it happens, learn to show remorse. It is very, very important. And meet the third remedy: lower your expectation. You need to lower your expectation. If you've come into a relationship with a high expectation. Oh my god, I want this guy to buy me a car, I want this guy to buy me a house, I want him to make me very comfortable, I want him to give me everything. You know, that expectation is so high that even when you come into the relationship, you find that oh my, this is not what I expected. I'm expecting this car and he got me this, I'm expecting this, or probably he didn't even get you any car, and you begin to create serious problem. I don't need to be in this relationship. For you to make it work, you need to lower your expectation. The both party need to lower the expectation. Even in as much as the guy gets into relationship with a lot of expectation from the girl, he's trying to see, he's trying to make sure that this lady is perfect, this lady is tall, she's worth, you know, by the point you're not getting what you're expecting. It's not all the time, because we human are not 100% okay. Nobody's perfect. Sometimes you're expecting this, and when you get into the relationship, you begin to see something different. But if you really want to make it work, you can nurture it and make it work. Myth number 4, remedy. Clarify what your partner meant by his action and not what you perceive his action to be. Like I said before, his action might mean this, and you're perceiving it the other way. You need to get it clarified, because if you get the fact that I meant this, I never meant this, I think you can go, conflict can be resolved in such manner. Sometimes this conflict comes when I say, hi, my hi to you meant like I'm crazy, she's insulting me, and my hi to myself meant something different. But already you have perceived my action or my statement to be a different thing. You need to clarify it in order to solve conflict. And that brings me to the last point. Keep in mind, your objective is to solve the problem rather than to win the fight. A lot of ladies and guys, you know, most times I can take it from me, guys would want to win all the time. He said, yeah, I'm the man of the house, I'm the man of the gets to win. Yeah, even though they win, it doesn't stop you from being a lady. Even though the lady win, it doesn't stop you from being a mom. But the fact is that your objective in that relationship is to solve the problem. Most times, even when he wins and the problem is not solved, one day it's going to arise again. You need to solve this problem. The both partner need to have it in mind that no, these arguments started somewhere, it came from somewhere, so we need to solve it in order for it not to happen next time. For reoccurrence, it can never happen like that. But when you take care of such, and when you solve the practical problem, like you solve a dispute, I think conflict resolution will go a long way. But by the time you did not even solve the dispute, you just did a dispute settlement. Like you just come on, yeah, I heard you, that's all of it, I get you, you're just that, I know, that is not solving the problem. If you solve the problem, you get to the grassroots and you find out who is faulty and who has to say sorry to one another. This is for you to know that this relationship will go a long way. By the time you start applying all of this, I think it's gonna help you in your relationship, because you must not tell yourself that, oh no, I must have a perfect relationship. Say it to me, tell me who has a perfect relationship. Sometimes it's conflicts are just bound to happen, but with these little tips, I think it can help you nurture it and grow as well, and help you to move away from conflict sometimes. And you know what? That brings me to the end of the topic, and I hope you really enjoyed and you can relate to that. If you know you've got, you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up. And if you wish to drop a comment down below, I will be so happy to answer your comment. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.